Hello, I hope everybody is doing all right. Let's go ahead and dive right in. For 929. 929, we would like to know what are his thoughts and feelings towards you lately? Let us see. All right. So we have this Nine of Pentacles Tower energy coming forward, which kind of talks about feeling apart, right? The Nine of Pentacles can come forward as a very strong single card. So you doing you being fine on your own, you being at a distance to them. And when we have the energy coming forward of the Tower, it talks about breaking away from togetherness, kind of feeling at a distance, feeling separated, feeling a distance between the two of you rather than feeling a sense of togetherness. And so this could be them thinking that it's there's not the opportunity for unity right now, or there's at a distance, or they hope that you are doing okay while not being able to be around them, right? Being at this point where there's may not be a lot of time to interact and to connect, they're kind of in a sense of like hoping that you're doing all right on your own. The judgment card is saying that they're looking at the facts very fine detailed and very truly rather than being up in their mind in fantasy towards you. So I don't really see them being in a space of kind of in a open-minded wonder, like I wonder what you're up to, I wonder what you're doing, but more of like I hope you're doing okay on your own. Nine of Pentacles, you doing you, living life as you need to live life, experiencing things as you need to experience, right? Kind of just being in that sort of space, being kind of in this place of like hoping you're doing fine as you are, because it's very much thinking about you as an individual. Now, we do have this strong desire for you as well through the Nine of Pentacles. It brings forward a sense of trust, structure, and value. But that Tower card is really going to make things feel distant, kind of bring forward this breakaway feeling rather than feeling togetherness. So I would say this is thinking about the distance between the two of you, thinking of you as yourself and hoping you are doing all right, and kind of being this place of hope and desire when it comes to you, but still being very realistic, feeling very distant when it comes to you as well, and kind of realizing the reality of you not being around or not being able to be together, right? The Tower breaks away the connection aspect and kind of makes things feel distant. So that's what I would say here based off this combination. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, go ahead and check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. We have 9:30. 9:30, you would like to know, does Ariel still have romantic feelings for you? Let us see. So these are paid personal readings. I'm just going to time you out because I don't know why you're saying hi a bajillion gazillion times. These are paid personal readings, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings if you'd like to have one here today. Check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. All right, so we do have the Moon card coming forward, and the Moon is the absolute only card that I still use for saying no. Now, the rest of the card combination gives us a bit of a more detailed answer, rather than just calling it quits at that. When we have the energy coming forward here, the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, it talks about a very distant and challenging energy here between the two of you, saying it's just not that easy. It's just not that easy of saying no and being done. It's just not that easy of kind of calling it quits in such a way. The idea that comes forward here through the Five of Pentacles is a very strong, distant, and challenging energy. It can say that they're not seeing something change between the two of you, or they're feeling a lack of change between the two of you, where instead they're wanting to have change. They're wanting to have closeness. They're wanting to have flow. They're wanting to see something be different, but they're kind of just feeling the same old, and not really seeing something change around. And so this can get in a bit of a difficult energy where we're wanting to have some sort of opportunity to express ourselves or to feel the loving, caring, nurturing energy, to have these romantic feelings, but just not feeling the space to, because we feel like there's no room for change, or there's no room for growth, or there's just kind of like this challenging energy in connecting. And when we have the Five of Swords energy come forward with that, we're feeling a lack of conversation come forward. The conversation can kind of get into a place where we're not seeing things clearly, or we're not in a place of unity. We're just kind of being in a place of difference and distance rather than connection. And so when it comes to these fives, as well as the moon, it's saying we're in a place right now of saying no, because we're not really feeling the sense of flow come forward. We're seeing more distant energy than we're seeing connection energy to come ahead, and it just kind of makes things feel stuck rather than feeling like things can flow forward. And so we're getting a no, not because they necessarily like don't want to feel feelings, but more so they're feeling like the room for growth or the opportunity to connect with these feelings is not being present. Now, when we have the energy come forward with the Queen of Wands, as well as the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, that's where we're seeing the want to have romantic feelings come forward, where we have passion, desire, the emotions are trying to bring themselves forward and wanting to come ahead in a genuine way. We just get stuck. Why? Because we're in a place of logic. We're acting with logic here with this King of Swords. We're not wanting to repeat a pattern with the world. We're not wanting to be in a place of difficulties with the world. We are just wanting to see something flow forward in a really nice way. So based on this combination, it seems like they don't have romantic feelings for you here right now. Not because they don't want to have romantic feelings, but because they feel like there's something challenging in the energy between the two of you, and they want to be able to overcome that or find a logical direction forward, find an avenue to kind of make something happen. And it seems to be like they're holding their emotions back until they feel like this energy can come forward, until this, pathway can make itself present. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing a live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 931. 931, you'd like firstly a general reading. Let us see. Alrighty, so when we have the Queen of Wands come forward, it talks about like being in a place of passion, being in a place of power, allowing yourself to move forward in a place where you feel in charge or you feel energized. And so when we have this energized idea come ahead with the Two of Cups, it comes forward in a place of harmony. Like attracts like. The more that you're excited about what you're doing, the places that you're going, the things that you're surrounded by, the higher of a vibration that you're going to be charged at, and the more you're going to be calling that same energy to come your way, right? It's kind of in the same way of saying when you go and have a bad day and then you stub your toe and then you spill your coffee and then your belt loop gets caught on the door, one thing goes after another. You're going to be looking for more negativity. But in this case, you can switch it around. You can look towards the positive energy. You can look towards the things that charge you, move you forward, and be excited. And Seven of Pentacles, you're going to find that build up. So the energy around you right now is very much charged to see you do better with the Seven of Pentacles. Build up for you, build up with you, allow movement, value, and opportunity to come your way, because we're seeing this giant magnet of yourself come forward with the idea of the Queen of Wands. So if you're this giant magnet and you have the ability to make something build up or move forward, we have to pay attention to what we're calling in. So really focusing on the good, focusing on what you want to see more of, focusing on passion, excitement, and desire is really going to allow your energy to build up in a new way and allow yourself to move forward in exciting ways there as well, because you have the ability to build up for a better tomorrow here if you allow yourself to focus on the good that you would like to see come forward. And let's go ahead and see for the future of your career. All right. So I do see opportunities coming forward in ways that you wouldn't expect. And with the idea of the Knight of Wands, we're wanting you to take chances. The Knight of Wands is my card of frat bro, right? The idea of somebody who's in college, who's taking all these chances. They say yes to everything. They just allow themselves to move forward and try it out, because when else are they going to have the time to try it out? And coming forward with the idea of the moon, we never really know what's going to happen. We never really know what the next pathway ahead is going to be. So as we allow ourselves to move forward in new ways, as we allow ourselves to be passionate about the opportunities that can come forward, we can find ourselves grow into things that we never even expected. And the Queen of Cups is a very caring, nurturing energy, but it's also talking about putting your heart into it. So the future can be quite bright when it comes to your career. As long as you're allowing yourself to take chances, move into ways that you wouldn't expect, or allow yourself to go in a space of the flow, and take chances on things where even you're not sure exactly how it's going to pan out or how it's going to move you forward. But as long as you're following your heart here with the Queen of Cups, you should find yourself be in a very successful place because you're doing what's true to you. Kind of falling back into our general reading there, the more that you allow yourself to be in that Two of Cups energy, like the Queen of Cups, being in the place of the heart, connecting with what you feel guided to do, the more you're going to call in the passion, that Wands energy, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, the passion, the excitement, the desire, and the more you're going to see yourself build up here with that Seven of Pentacles. Even if you're not sure of taking the very first step where you're going to go, the moon, right? Sometimes we just have to trust our intuition and take the one step in front of the other, and we'll find ourselves built forward into a better tomorrow. So I do see a lot of success that can come forward here in your career, but it does come ahead with taking chances, putting your heart into it, and looking towards the idea of a better tomorrow instead of needing to see something in concrete fact before you go ahead and take action. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So go ahead and check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings if you would like to have one here today. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 932. 932, you'd like to know, should you stick with the niche of anxiety for your nutrition business? Let us see. So with the moon card coming forward here, I would say no. It could be maybe a little bit too niche down, and that could cause some problems here. There's oftentimes things can overlap as well. So anxiety can then overlap with some sort of other focus that can overlap with some sort of other focus. So you might as well cover all three instead of just focusing on the one. It's kind of like putting yourself too small in one box. It's not to say that it's necessarily like a bad idea to focus on that, but with the moon, there could be some complications that could come forward or some sort of unforeseen situations that could come forward that maybe we wouldn't necessarily find the value in it, right? Because the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it can be a lack of success, it can be a lack of structure or value, or it can bring forward some sort of lacking energy in general. So it may be something that for you brings forward some value for the business, but it doesn't get the business to where you want it to be per se. And so the Justice card says that again, there's some sort of fair energy, but you put in one value and you're going to get out another. So there could be something with focusing on anxiety gets you to, let me just use examples, $10,000 a year, but you want to focus on getting $20,000 a year. So you need to focus on anxiety plus X, Y, and Z in order to get this to be where you want it to be, right? So there's something going on here about it not necessarily reaching the peaks of where you would like to see the business go. There is value from it through the idea of the Nine of Pentacles, or I should say through the idea of the Justice card. But the Nine of Pentacles being the reverse is a lack of value to your fullest extent. Now, even if the Nine of Pentacles came in the upright position, the moon is still present and it's still a major arcana card that talks about deception and it talks about something not being exactly what it seems like. So again, it seems like there's something missing with the idea of just focusing or niching down to anxiety itself. There could be something else that you can kind of open it up to or cross over with when it comes to the focus that could allow things to be a little bit more foolproof and perhaps create a little bit more success for you there as well. So I wouldn't just niche it down to anxiety. No, you can focus on some portions of it being anxiety, yes, but I wouldn't just make the niche entirely only anxiety based off this combination. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, so 933, you would like to know the niche of mental health. Let us see. So I would say that this has room for growth. When we see that Seven of Pentacles come forward, and then that manifestational energy is still present, but it's switched around to the Magician, I quite like this instead. It brings forward something that you're caring about here with this Queen of Cups, so your heart is in it, which is going to allow things to grow. But then when we have this Magician energy, it gives multiple tools to be able to work off of, right? The Magician has the wands, they have the cups, they have the pentacles, they have the swords. There's multiple different avenues for you to be able to build up and out of, rather than it just being one particular avenue. So I do like this a lot better. This allows for growth and allows for movement and it allows for creation. So this energy is definitely coming forward here in a much better way. I quite like this, especially with the idea of the Seven of Pentacles. You're creating something with the Magician that can move forward, that can build up, that can create a sense of a better tomorrow. So you can pour into it here with your heart and see the movement, the value, and the reward come forward from it. So I would say that this is definitely a much better avenue for you to focus on. It looks like it can be very rewarding. It looks like it can be something sustainable. It looks like it has a good trajectory for the future. So I quite like this combination here. So I would say yes. Based off of this particular combination, I would definitely say yes here. So let's go ahead with 934. You'd like to know, what did they think when they saw the last video of yourself? Let us see. So these are paid personal readings. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment there, my dear. These are not free personal readings. These are paid personal readings with the order number being up at the top. All right, so with this combination, we have a bit of care that comes forward in like a nurturing way. The Queen of Pentacles with the Empress. This is, I wonder how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling connected to you. I care about you. And to be able to see you in the video brings forward the sense of like feeling a sense of care, feeling a sense of nurturing energy. So thinking, you look good and I feel good being able to connect with you. Now, the Seven of Wands coming forward to the Three of Pentacles can kind of want to be in your inner circle. Oh, I wish I was connected with you while you're doing this video. Oh, I wish I was around you while you're with this video here. Three of Pentacles, how can I connect with you? The idea of this top row is very much connection, closeness, thinking about you as somebody who's incredibly desirable, that they would like to be around, and how can they go ahead and make that happen. Now, as we drop into the bottom row, we get into a bit of difficulties. The Queen of Wands is passionate, it's exciting, it's desirable. So viewing you as somebody who's incredibly exciting and them thinking about you in a very attractive way, feeling pulled to you, excited by, just seeing you in any which way. And the Six of Wands wants to overcome this challenge, but the Ten of Wands brings forward a heaviness. So being able to see you kind of brings forward a difficult energy of lack of connecting, even though they're wanting to connect. Not being able to connect in a particular manner makes them feel heavy, it makes them feel difficult, and it makes things kind of just feel restricted as a bit of an issue here. But the Ten of Cups comes forward into happiness, it comes forward as closeness, it comes forward as emotional desire. So this is like the thought process of, I'm so glad to see you with whatever that you're doing in the video. I wish I could be around you. It makes me want to be connected with you. It makes me see you as somebody who's incredibly desirable, and it makes me just think of overcoming challenges and issues to connect. But with that, it makes me think about all the challenges and issues that we may have when it comes to connecting, and how I want to have some sort of happiness, closeness, connection overall, but how it's also going to need to overcome some problems in being around you or being connected with you. That's the energy that I see come forward here. So let's go ahead for 935. You would like to know, have they moved on already? Let us see. So I would say no. The idea of the Knight of Swords coming forward with the Magician can say that they want to. They want to have newness in their life. They want to feel connection. They want to feel closeness. They want to feel excitement. This is somebody who's ready to just see new in their life come forward in general, whether it be with you or whether it be with somebody else. They're just wanting to kind of have this new set of energy, new tone to come forward, and they're wanting to feel excited. They're wanting to feel empowered, and they're wanting to see movement in their life. With the Hanged Man coming forward, though, this is where we get a bit of a paused energy. It may just be that they're excited by the idea of newness without actually taking the action, right? Oh, I think about meeting new people and how it would be good to have somebody around and connect with somebody, or, just to have somebody in general to be connected with them. But oh God, that means I have to make more time for somebody, or it means that I can't have my whatever Wednesday nights with my friends and spend all weekend with my friends because now my romantic interest is also going to want to spend time with me, right? The idea of the Hanged Man is like seeing things at a bit of a paused point so we can have the whole bird's eye view of the situation. And so this combination comes forward into saying that they haven't necessarily moved on, but they're entertaining the idea of what it looks like to just move forward in their life in general, instead of being in a place of waiting or holding back or being in a place of issue. They're thinking about what it would look like in their life in general just to move forward, even if they haven't been able to actually take the action yet here with the Hanged Man. So I would say that they're not ready moved on. They're not really ready even to move on, but they're ready to entertain the idea of moving on. So let's see, what are their current thoughts and feelings? All right, so we have the Empress energy, which is thinking about you as though you're incredibly desirable and that you hold a lot of the qualities that they're looking for out of an individual. But at the same time, the qualities that they're looking for, we have this Nine of Wands come forward, which talks about feeling shut out, feeling at a distance, feeling very challenged to get where we want to be or around who we want to be with. So not only are they looking at you and saying, hey, you have a lot of the qualities that I want, they're looking at you and saying, well, I also can't really make something happen here. Nine of Wands brings forward that held back energy. Then we have this Devil card coming ahead, and the Devil card talks about difficulties when it comes to connection. So we can't make something happen, or we have some issues between the two of us, or we just don't really know how to make something flow, or we don't know how to interact in certain ways, or we have some sort of pattern that can be a little bit negative, or the fears, the toxicities, the codependency, any sort of issue here when it comes to connection. They're also thinking about that there as well. So they're feeling restricted when it comes to, even though they're feeling a point of passion, excitement, and desire, and just kind of thinking about where things can be held back when it comes to connection, but also feeling the pull, excitement, and desire when it comes to connecting with you in general there as well. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings if you'd like one here today. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead and dive into 936. 936, you'd like to know what are their thoughts and feelings? Let us see. All right, so we have a very conflicted feeling, and then we have this new beginning energy coming forward here. So I would say, first of all, they're feeling very conflicted when it comes to you, feeling kind of stuck. This Five of Wands wants change, but it's feeling a challenge in one way or another. And this could be feeling a challenge when it comes to connecting, when it comes to moving forward, when it comes to interacting, just seeing some sort of difference between where the two of you are and where they're wanting to be when it comes to connecting with yourself. And so we get into this place here of the Four of Cups where we get into a bit of a difficult energy because we're wanting to have opportunity, we're wanting to have flow, we're wanting to have closeness, but instead we're looking at where we're seeing a lack instead of seeing the energy move forward, right? The idea that comes ahead here with the Four of Cups is looking towards the past as to where a time was easier or a time could have happened in a particular manner or a chance or an opportunity of closeness and connection, instead of being in a place where we're looking at the lacking energy here and we can't see where the new beginning is coming forward. When we have that energy coming ahead through the Ace of Cups, we see that direct idea, right? There's that Ace of Cups, here's that Ace of Cups. It's like they're having a hard time thinking about where a new beginning can come forward, or having a hard time seeing a possibility, seeing a chance, and just kind of wanting to be in a place to make something happen, but being very unsure about how to get that closeness, how to get that connection, how to get that value and opportunity come forward here. And with the Magician, they're feeling passionate when it comes to you, feeling in a place of desire, but just kind of, again, being in this held back, restrictive energy, being unsure about how to create movement, how to create flow, or create opportunity. So this is them thinking, I'd like to connect with you. I'd like to see something happen here. I'd like to be able to create this new beginning, to see the energy between us flow, and to have a sense of value, connection, passion, and opportunity of this movement forward in a new way. But I don't really know how to bring that forward. I don't really know how to take the chance, take the action, create a value and opportunity to move ahead. But there's a desire to, right? So we're feeling stuck, we're kind of feeling held back, we're feeling frustrated, but we're also feeling this passion, this excitement, this desire to create newness, to create flow, to create value, to create opportunity, right? So that's what I would say here when it comes to their energy towards you. The idea there of the Magician is a strong point of desire. I want to make something happen. I want to create movement. I want to create flow. I want to see a new beginning come ahead. But being with this Four of Cups, as well as with the idea of the Five of Wands, there's a strong resistance to say, I don't even know how to bring that forward, even though I strongly desire to see this energy come ahead. So that's what I would say here in terms of their thoughts as well as their feelings. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. So these are paid personal readings, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment there if you would like to have a personal reading here today. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 937. 937 would like to know, what is their energy towards you? Let us see. So we have quite the fire energy coming forward here. 4 out of the 5 cards are coming forward as passion cards with the wands energy. So they're very open to you here right now. But personally, the idea that comes forward with the hermit, although it does feel the sense of being drawn to you, it does come forward with like keeping to oneself, which we also see with the strength card. So their energy towards you right now is very open, but it's not I want to say not expressive. It's open, but it's not action oriented without a plan, is I guess what I should say. Because when we have the strength card, we're not for something. So we're not in this Knight of Wands energy just passionately taking action, just allowing whatever to happen, happen. We're not really trying to do that. We're more so in a space of like allowing flow to come forward, taking one step at a time and seeing where things go. We're more in that sort of direction here. And so this Ace of Wands comes forward with feeling a passion and excitement, a desire towards you, feeling the spark up of energy, but then the Six of Wands wants to be confident. So it seems like their energy towards you right now is very open, it's very passionate, it's very expressive. It comes forward in a space of wanting to take action, wanting to connect and move forward here, to be around you, be in your energy. But it's also coming forward with a strong planning nature and a desire not to rush something, but instead take some time when it comes to moving things forward, or take some calculated risk here when it comes to moving ahead, so that they can be confident when it comes to their next action, next step, and next direction here towards you. So let us see. We have that I miss you energy coming forward that can definitely come ahead here in the Wands. Also with the Hermit, this desire, this longing. We have the Ace of Wands come forward here, new love energy. This is the spark of desire for newness, excitement, flow, opportunity. And then we also have I hope to bump into you every day. This could be the idea of this Knight of Wands, this passion, this excitement, this desire, this flow coming forward here with the Hermit. I'm feeling pulled and drawn towards you, right? This energy here of wanting to connect, wanting to see some sort of opportunity to be in your energy. So that's what I see coming forward here. A strong point of desire, strong points of excitement, wanting to be around you, wanting to connect with you. That's what I see. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. go ahead for three, or should say 939. We'd like to know, could the two of you end up getting married together? Let us see. Let's see if the two of you could end up in a marriage together. All right. So we have the card of wife come forward, but we do not have the card of husband coming ahead. The Empress energy talks about more of that feminine nature when it comes to the idea of relationships and connections. It wants to come forward as the existence of the divine feminine. And so this would bring forward the loving, the nurturing, the caring, the new beginning energy, but we're lacking that masculine energy that we would need to see for the idea of the emperor, that stability, that structure, the idea of building up for tomorrow. So not only just making something happen, but having it last, or having it being able to follow through, right? Not just engagement, but also the idea then of marriage itself. And so when we get into this style of combination here, we have a lot of wishes, choices, options, desires, but we don't actually see a lot of follow through here when it comes to the combination energy. Through the idea of this Empress as well as the Three of Wands, we're in a space of like longing for it to happen, right? Both of these are number 3 cards, and so we're expanding, desiring for something to come forward here. And we have this wishes energy, but the horses are clashing. We're not really seeing the idea of a wish and the momentary energy line up. The idea of the Knight of Wands is passion, excitement, it's desire for the present moment, but it's not necessarily something that's coming forward in a strong rooted energy. And then adding that here with the idea of the King of Cups, as we may have the emotions to bring it forward, but we don't have the stability to bring it forward, right? We are not really seeing the sense of structure come ahead. Now, through the bottom of the deck, we do see an element of structure coming forward with the King of Pentacles, but we're also seeing the Justice energy come ahead, which doesn't really allow growth. Justice talks about balance, but it also talks about a card of separation. And so when we have the choice of balance and structure, or the choice of separation and having difficulties, it seems like we are in a place of having different wants here, or different ideas with this Five of Swords energy coming forward. So I would say that even if there was the heart here to be able to see something move forward and see something connect, we may not actually see the follow through being able to happen. This seems to be a very difficult energy to try to get something to move forward with, where we're wanting, desiring, looking for, longing, trying to create some sort of new beginning to make it happen. But the ultimate longevity aspects, the structure, the ideas of a tomorrow seem to be a little bit different across the board here, rather than being something that could follow through with the two of you. So your wants are different, or how you navigate things are different. There's an issue here when it comes to the togetherness aspect, and that makes things be difficult to create movement, or to create flow, or to create this idea of a marriage. So based on this combination here, I would more so say no than I would say yes. There could be a lot of emotions leading up to the idea of marriage, but I just don't see the actual follow through of getting married to each other. No, not based off the current energy that we have right now. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 940. 940, you'd like to know, will you run into them even after things have ended between the two of you in the future? Let us see. All right, so based on this combination, I would say yes. When we have the energy coming forward of the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's saying that we're more worried about something than we need to be. So just because we exit out of people's lives in a particular dynamic, it doesn't mean that we have to write them off completely for the rest of our lives. There's still an opportunity here to see each other, or to be in the same area, or to be connected in one way or another. It's not something that is just going to completely write itself off and you're never going to be able to run into them again. This is the opportunity here to say that the energy is still there. It just kind of takes a bit of a different form. So when we have the idea coming forward here of the Ten of Cups as well as the Four of Wands, it talks about an idea of happiness, connection, or community, which can say that the two of you would still be a part of somewhat of the similar communities, and that would be something that could connect you. So say you both like whatever anime, and so because you like anime, they like anime, you might run into them at an anime convention because that is a community that calls the two of you to come together, right? Things like that is where you'd see the opportunities to connect. The Queen of Wands goes based off of the energy in the moment, the passion, the excitement, the desire. We're feeling pulled and drawn into a particular direction. And then with the idea of the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, we're seeing a value come forward through fun and through youthfulness. So it's not like you're actively trying to be in pursuit of one another, but there's just the opportunity to like find each other or connect with each other in very simple ways. So again, it's not like we're going to have to like leap through hoops or, you know, jump through hoops to be able to connect and to find each other. There's just the opportunity to see each other in more simplistic ways. And again, it comes through like-minded energy. It comes through a sense of community. It comes through Eight of Pentacles, just doing your daily routines and running into each other. There's a new coffee shop opening in your area, and so both of the two of you want to go to said coffee shop, right? Even you can find yourselves right now it's very popular to go to Japan. Maybe the two of you also see the same advertisements online. You book a vacation to Japan, they book a vacation to Japan, boom, you all of a sudden end up in the same area again, merely based off of community and interest. So that's the kind of energy and idea that I see coming forward here. I don't really see it as something that you two are just going to be out of your lives, you know, completely. It does look like there's going to be some sort of intersecting to be able to run into each other again. But again, it's very simple, it's very youthful, it's very much not trying to make it happen, so we don't need to be in this place of worrying about it there either. All right, so this is what I've got going on here for today. I will go ahead and close down this live. I've changed things over to tomorrow morning. If anybody would like to have a personal reading, go ahead and check that out. So thank you everybody for joining me here today and allowing me to do your readings for you on the live. I really do appreciate it. Hope everybody has a lovely rest of their days, and I will see you guys another day. See you guys.